Now, residents of the nation's capital, the FCT, have been speaking on the role of their representatives at the national and state assemblies and how these functions translate to good governance. Trust TV's Nuel Samson, who engaged the residents, report that most of them neither know the names of their representatives nor the functions they perform. The reports.
The legislature is the most significant link between the government and the governed. It is the institution charged with articulating and addressing the grievances of the people. These cardinal rules make lawmakers a significant part of a representative government. However, over time, many have come to the conclusion that these legislatures do not serve the interests of the people, but theirs alone. Hence, we hit the streets of Abuja to find out how true this is among residents. Across the streets of Abuja, the majority of Nigerians we interviewed do not know their representative either at the state or national assemblies respectively. The same applies to the duties of these legislatures, as their constituents displayed total ignorance of their functions, let alone passing the performance verdict. As a result of this lack of information, many were not willing to speak on camera. However, we managed to get a few.
Yes, I know the senator representing my constituency in Niger State. It was the former governor I know, who is Umaru Bago, that was the former House of Reps. Yes, I know. To my best of knowledge, the former governor, which is Umaru Bago, was the one representing in the federal, and while during his tenure, even the devil can testify he worked.
I don't think they are doing anything for us. They are just there, just passing out time, nothing is being done.
Really, you know the situation of the country right now. You understand? Everything is being politicized. You understand? That is why they cannot function in a way whereby the electorate will be happy.
Ismail Okoyemi is a political scientist. He spoke on the core functions of the legislature against the popular opinions Nigerians have about their functions.
So basically, the responsibility of legislator is just three. We have the lawmaking responsibility, we have the oversight responsibility, and we have the representation responsibility. And if you look at it from these tripartite functions, you realize that any lawmaker should actually be assessed based on these three items I've listed. Anything outside that is just an addendum, or let's just say goodwill of the legislator.
He also spoke on how faithful these representatives are in discharging those responsibilities, as well as basic knowledge of these duties among their constituents.
If you go to the National Assembly today or our State House of Assembly, and you try to evaluate the performance of legislators, you see that some of them have not even present one particular bill proposal for lawmaking. Some of them don't even have a bill that we can attribute to them as one of their product of their legislative functions. I will tell you for a fact that no. A lot of citizens don't even know that lawmakers are actually there to represent them. Knowledge, awareness, sensitization and awareness. We all need to sensitize ourselves.
According to recent Gallup polls, 74% of Americans disapprove of the job that their Congress is doing, adding that this has basically been the average disapproval rating over the years. This is also applicable to Nigerians too, with many saying this is a wake-up call for both the federal and state legislature to step up their game. Nuel Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.